Strap it and fire it up. It's time to light the fuse.
It's time to light a fuse. Really white light fire. Yeah. Right, rearranging, we're bringing the heat. Burning rubber and mics, got you up out your seat. Life live on the track or the digital stream. We don't chase views, we chase dreams. From the dirt to the asphalt, throttle stays wide. Every lap we broadcast, it's a hell of a ride. Yeah, Facebook Live and that YouTube screen. Tune in now, it's a high octane scene. Oh, tires spinning, fans grinning. Right rear's live, and we ain't quitting. Right rear racing, we ain't playing. Start your engines, we didn't time. Right rear racing, we ain't playing. Start your engines, it's show time.
Strap it and fire it up. It's time to light the fuse.
It's time to light a fuse. Really white light fire. Yeah. Right, rearranging, we're bringing the heat. Burning rubber and mics, got you up out your seat. Life live on the track or the digital stream. We don't chase views, we chase dreams. From the dirt to the asphalt, throttle stays wide. Every lap we broadcast, it's a hell of a ride. Yeah, Facebook Live and that YouTube screen. Tune in now, it's a high octane scene. Oh, tires spinning, fans grinning. Right rear's live, and we ain't quitting. Right rear racing, we ain't playing. Start your engines, we didn't time. Right rear racing, we ain't playing. Start your engines, it's show time.
And welcome back, everyone, to Right Rear Racing. As tonight we bring you the Battle of the Bluegrass, presented by Claycom. The practice session's already been completed, and we're about to start our heat races tonight. And we do have 23 drivers here tonight for the call. And last week we did not broadcast week number 2, as week number 2 winner goes to Drew Hopkins. Drew is going to end up having to go to the back of the field and work his way back up from the back to the front this week. And just heard race control that Drew's going to get his starting spot in the heat race, but after the first feature he will have to go to the back of the field. And that's Caleb Todd over there doing some donuts in the grass right before the session transfers over. And thank you everyone for liking the stream and sharing it as we go straight to our lineups here tonight for our first heat race. Again, all the heat races are presented by One Source Exterior. And your starting lineup for heat race number 1 is on the board now. That's going to be Blaine Shepard in the 10. He's going to start on the pole with Jace Lear on the outside. Cody McDonald will be on the inside, row number 2, in his number 6 machine with Philip Neese in the 38 on his outside. Nolan Bryant is going to start inside, row number 3, in number 16 car with Dalton Brown on his outside in the 23. Row 4 has Tyler Parson in the 17 machine on the inside, and on his outside is going to be the 47 of Alan McDonald. As they work their way off turn 4, they're going to get the rolled up green flag and go underway next time around. As they work their way down the back straightaway into turn number 3, the pace truck has already pulled off on the back straightaway there. Again, the 10 and the 1 of Blaine and Jace, they're working their way through 3 and 4. They're in that start zone, hitting the loud pedal to get us underway for your One Source Exteriors heat race number 1. Here comes the 28 machine. And that's going to be Cody McDonald, who's car number 6 here. He's already moved up to the 2nd position. Here comes the 38 of Philip Neese. He's going to be on the inside there as they work through 3 and 4. Come down the front straightaway for the first time here for heat race number 1. It's going to go to Blaine Shepard for lap number 1, but hold off with Philip Neese in that 38 machine. He's moved up 2 spots so far. He's sitting in 2nd. He's going to look on the bottom side, working through 3 and 4 as they come off turn 4. Still give it to the 10 of Blaine Shepard as they go into turn number 1. We're going to have a battle here for the lead between the 10 and the 38 as they work their way off turn 2 down the back straightaway into turn number 3 side by side. As they come off turn number 4, it's still going to be Blaine Shepard in that 10 machine holding on to the lead. The 38 is going to throw a slide job there in turn 1 and 2 with the 11 of Nolan Bryant. He's working his way back up, or his way up there. He's looking on the bottom side, going to try to get that 2nd position away from Blaine Shepard as they come off turn 4, getting the cross flags as we're halfway through heat race number 1. Again, this is your One Source Exterior heat race number 1 with the 38 of Philip Neese leading the field, the 16 of Nolan Bryant in 2nd, the 10 of Blaine Shepard is going to be in 3rd. Cody McDonald's in his 6th machine, or I guess his 28 machine, is going to be 4th. Jace Lear in the 1 machine, or car number 18 there, he's going to be in position number 5 as they work their way off turn 4 down the front straightaway. They receive the popsicle sticks as we have 2 laps remaining here tonight for your One Source Exterior heat race number 1 with the 38 of Philip Neese still in the lead, holding off Nolan Bryant. As Blaine Shepard's working the outside there in 3 and 4, they're getting the white flag this time around. As the 10 still trying to get that outside going. Here comes the 18 of Jace Lear. He's going to battle for 3rd as they work their way down the back straightaway the last time. Going into turn number 3, we're going to have contact with the 11 and off of 4. Give the win to Philip Neese. Blaine Shepard has worked his way back up into the 2nd position. Jace Lear in the 18 machine is going to take 3rd. Nolan Bryant is going to run or be in 4th. Dalton Brown's going to finish out your top 5 with Cody McDonald in 6th, Alan McDonald in 7th, and Tyler Parsons rounds out the field for your One Source Exterior heat race number 1. And your One Source Exterior heat race number 2 is lined up right now with Chance Lay in the 22 starting on the pole, Justin Benefield on his outside. Zach Jordan is going to be on inside row number 2 in that 21 machine. Brady Lear on his outside in the 69. Evan Hinkle in the 11 machine is going to be inside row number 3 with Drew Hopkins in the 157 on his outside. Inside row number 4 is going to be Darren Literal. Sorry if I'm messing up your name. With Mitchell Farmer on the outside to finish out your lineup for your one source exterior heat race number 1 or number 2. As they work their way down the front straightaway, they receive the rolled up green flag. We're going to go underway next time around. The field is led by the 22 of Chance Slay and the 30 of Justin Benenfield as they come off turn 2, working their way down the back straightaway. The pace truck has pulled off already. Working their way through 3 and 4. The 22 is out start zone, getting the green flag here as we're underway for heat race number 2. The 22 of Chancellor is going to get a good jump, go into turn number 1, leading the field. We have the 17 looking on the bottom there as they work their way through 1 and 2. The 30 machine of Justin Benefield is going to hold on to second. We have some contact back here as the 17 machine has fallen back. And the 7 of Evan Hinkle is going to be in second. Drew Hopkins has moved up 2 spots. He's in 4th, and I'm make a correction there. That 7 machine is in 3rd. Justin Benefield is in 2nd as he's reeled in your leader of Chance Slay. As they work their way through 1 and 2, the 7 machine of Evan Hinkle's closed the door on Justin Benefield and that 30 machine as they work their way down the back straightaway into turn number 3. The 22 is holding off the rest of the field. Trying to figure everything out here with everyone else as we still have a battle for second with the 30 machine and the 7. That's going to be Justin Benefield and Evan Hinkle as we're halfway through with your one source exterior heat race number 2. As they work their way off turn 2 down the back straightaway, the 7 of Evan Hinkle is going to get that bottom side going. He's going to try to make that bottom side work as they work through 3 and 4 once again. The 30 machine is going to be right there on the bumper of the 22 as they go into turn number 1. The 7 machine of Evans looking down low, trying to get that run once again off turn 2 down the back straightaway. As they work their way through 3 and 4. This time around, they're getting the popsicle sticks as they have 2 laps remaining in this heat race number 2. The 7 of Evan Hinkle is going to get a better run going in turn 1. He's moved up into that second spot momentarily, but Justin Benefield still working on that outside and getting it stick. As they come off turn 4, we're getting the white flag for heat race number 2. Evan Hinkle is the one to watch as he's getting that bottom side going as they work through 1 and 2 for the last time down the back straightaway. We're going to be side by side for the lead as they go into turn number 3. Here comes Evan Hinkle and that 7 machine trying to get that bottom side working once again. Coming off turn 4, we have a drag race here with the 22 of Chad Slay taking the win in heat race number 2 with Evan Hinkle and that 7 machine finishing second, and Justin Benefield and the 30 machine rounds out your top 3. Drew Hopkins in the 157 is going to finish 4th. Mitchell Farmer rounds out your top 5. Brady Lear in 6th. In 7th is Darren Literal, and Zach Jordan rounds out the field for your heat race number 2. Looks like your one source exterior heat race number 3 is on the board here now as the 88. As the 88 of Dawson Chambers, he's going to be on the pole with Caleb Todd in the 115 on the outside. Row number 2 has Bobby Mattingly in the 20 machine on the inside with Mr. Cash there in the 109. Matthew Terry in the 27, he's going to be on the inside row number 3 with Josh Davis on his outside in the 24. And rounding out the field for heat race number 3 is going to be Zach King in the 14. And again, sorry if I messed up anyone's name. Feel free to jump into the comments. Feel free to share and like this video as well. As they come off turn 4, they're getting the rolled up green flag. We're going to go underway next time around for your one source exterior heat race number 3. As they work their way through 3 and 4 getting ready to go underway here. And we're underway here with the 88 of Dawson Chambers taking the green flag, working the field into turn number 1. The 115 of Caleb Todd, he's going to cross over there, working down the back straightaway. He's going to take over the lead, followed by the number 20 of Bobby Mattingly as they work their way through 3 and 4 for the first time, getting that first lap and give it to Caleb Todd in that 115. That's Dawson Chambers. Is going to be side by side for third there with the 27 of Matthew Terry as they work their way through 3 and 4. And Dawson pushed up there as he goes through 3 and 4. He's going to lose a lot of spots. Makes contact with the 109 as he's fallen back to the 7th position here in your heat race number 3. Caleb Todd is out front still in that 115, followed by Bobby Mattingly in the 20 machine. I guess he's the 3 machine there, trying to get that outside going in 1 and 2. Matthew Terry, he's going to be in that 27 machine in third as he's working his way down the back straightaway into turn number 3. And this time around off 4, they're going to get the cross flags. That's we're halfway through with heat race number 3. Again, the heat races are presented by One Source Exterior. Thanks for all the sponsors that Battle of the Bluegrass has to make this possible. And Caleb Todd's kind of walking away with your heat race number 3 here, with Bobby Mattingly still in second. And we're going to have a battle heating up here for your third position between Matthew Terry in the 27 and Zach King in the 14. As they work their way through 3 and 4, they're getting the popsicle sticks as we have 2 laps remaining here for heat race number 3. The 27 is going to work the middle groove with the 14, working the bottom groove. The 14 is looking to get a good run here down the back straightaway off 2, going into turn number 3. Still give it to the 27 machine to hold off Zach King for the third position as we are on our last lap here with the white flag flying. The last chance for Zach King to make that pass for third as they work their way through 1 and 2s. The 27 machine is getting up outside going. We're going to go back up to the front as Caleb Todd is going to take the win here for heat race number 3, followed by Bobby Mattingly. We still have that battle there as Matthew Terry did hold on to the third position. Again, Zach King finishes in 4th. Mr. Cash finishes in 5th. Josh Davis in 6th. And Dawson Chambers rounds out the field for heat race number 3. These guys are going to get about a 1 to 2 minute warm up, kind of give everyone ready to go for your main event here tonight. Again, this is the Battle of the Bluegrass series presented by Claycom. Week number 3, as we were not able to do the broadcast for week number 2, and I couldn't get the replay to work to get the highlight reel to cover what we missed last week for the broadcast. And for your starting lineup for tonight's main event here tonight is going to be the 38 of Philip Neese starting on the pole. On his outside is going to be the 22 of Chance Slay. Row number 2 has Caleb Todd in the 115 with Blaine Shepard on his outside in the 10. Evan Hinkle in the 11 machine is going to start inside row number 3 with Bobby Mattingly on his outside in the 20 machine. Row 4 has Jace Lear in the 1 machine with Justin Benefield on his outside in the 30. Row number 5 has Matthew Terry in the 27 on the inside with Nolan Bryant on his outside in his 16 machine. Drew Hopkins in the 157 is going to be inside row number 6 with Zach King on the outside in the 14. Again, Drew Hopkins is going to get an EOL and go to the back of the field as he's won 2 consecutive races. In row number 7, we have Dalton Brown in the 23 machine with Mitchell Farmer on his outside in the 19. Mr. Cash in the 109 is going to be inside row number 8 there with Cody McDonald on his outside in the 6. Row number 9 has Brady Lear on the inside in the 69 with Josh Davis in the 24 on the outside. Row 10 has Alan McDonald in the 47 on the inside with Darren Literal on the outside in the 68. Row 11 is Dawson Chambers in the 88 is going to be on the inside. Tyler Parsons in the 17 on the outside, and Zach Jordan in the 21 is going to round out the field for tonight's main event. Again, these guys just received the rolled up green flag, and Drew Hopkins is going to the back of the field again, so he's going to be at the very back. The inside row that was behind him all moved up one spot. Chance Lay and Philip Neese are going to be on the front here as they work their way off turn 2. The pace truck has pulled off. As they work their way into turn number 3, getting set here for tonight's main event action. And the green flag's flowing here for your 57 laps. As the 38 of Philip Neese is going to get an early jump. Caleb Todd, he's getting that bottom side working as they work their way down the back straightaway for the first time here. They're going to be side by side for second here with the 115 and the 22. Give it to the 22 of Chance Lay for second. And your first lap leader here tonight is going to go to Philip Neese in the 38. The 115 is still working that bottom side. We're still side by side for the lead as it is a 57 lap race here tonight for your Tar Heel 57. As 115 is moving up into the second position, working that bottom side. The 38, Philip Neese, is still on the outside. The 115 of Caleb Todd is still on that bottom side as they go into turn number 3. And still side by side. Give that lap to Philip Neese in that 38 machine. The 115 still right there as they work their way off turn 2 down the back straightaway. It's going to turn number 3. The 115 is going to get a slight advantage as Philip just bobbled there just a little bit, and at the line it's still Philip in the 38 machine still in the lead. As they work their way off turn 2, the 115 got a better jump there as they go into turn number 3 with a slight advantage for the 115. Coming off turn number 4, give this lap to the 115 of Caleb Todd as they work their way into turn number 1. Phillips working the outside there, trying to get a good run down the back straightaway. Chance Slay is in third. We have Blaine Shepard and Evan Hinkle as they're battling it out here for your 4th position. And we're going to go back up to the front as these two are still battling it out as the 115 of Caleb Todd is still maintaining the lead, followed by the 38 of Philip Neese. And we're going to go back here to Bobby Mattingly in that 20 machine with the got Blaine Sheffer there. Bobby Mattingly is going to be in that 3 machine working the outside with the 7 of Evan Hinkle's working that bottom side. This is battle for 5th on your screen. The 7 of Evan Hinkle is going to try to get that bottom side working again as they come off turn 4, going into turn number 1. The 30 of Justin Benefield, he's going to be right there, moving up just a little bit higher. He's going to be running in that 7th position, trying to hold off Dalton Brown in the 23 machine as Dalton's trying to get that bottom side going into turn number 3. As they come off turn number 4, give your 6th place position to Dalton Brown in the 23 machine. Dalton's getting that bottom side working for him. He's going to try to pull back up there in the front. And just to give you a heads up with Drew Hopkins, who had to start in position number 23, he's moved up to the 16th position so far. As we stay green here for your first 12 laps, is still Caleb Todd in the lead, Philip Neese in second, Chance Slay in third, Blaine Shepard in that 10 machine is going to be in 4th, and running at your top 5 so far is going to be Bobby Mattingly in the 3 machine. As we still have a battle here for your sixth position between Justin Benefield as he's working the outside. Evan Hinkle's trying to work that bottom side. Evan's going to go to the high side there in 1 and 2. He's going to work his way down the back straight. Hold off the 23. We are under yellow. Your first caution of the night comes on lap number 13. Trying to figure out what happened here. That's not. I guess I don't have the right angle here to show it what happened. And again, tonight, the winner will be getting $57 presented by, or sponsored by DHR Media. And we have not mentioned another sponsor here tonight, but at the halfway point, that halfway sponsor is going to go to the Big Owl Guns. And looks like Race Control is happy with the lineup here so far. So I try to find my way back up to the front. It's still Caleb Todd in the 115, still leading the field with a 38 of Philip Neese in second. Chance Slay is going to be in third. Blaine Shepard's going to be in fourth. Bobby Madeline is going to be in fifth as they come into turn number 3, getting ready to go back underway this time. In the 115, and Caleb Todd is going to hit that loud pedal and get us back underway here for week number 3 of your Battle of the Bluegrass, presented by Claycom. The 22 of Chance Slay is going to try to get that bottom side, and it looks like the 3 might have hit the tractor tire there. As we go back and watch Bobby Madeline here in that number 3 machine. And here we go on the restart, going in, coming off turn 4. As he comes in, hits that Ute tire right there and damages the left front right in front of the field. As a lot of these drivers, I don't know how they got around him. And that's going to be what brought out the caution. As you see there, Madeline has already pulled out of the pits. So we give you the rundown of your lineup, or how everyone's running so far. It's going to be the 115 of Caleb Todd leading the field, followed by the 38 of Philip Neese in second. The 22 of Chance Slay is going to be in third. Blaine Shepard in the 10 is going to be in fourth. As everyone sees, that ticker's jumping around. I'm doing the same thing for me as well. In fifth is going to be Justin Benefield in that 30 machine, and they just received the rolled up green flag as we're going to go back underway next time around. Evan Hinkle's going to be in sixth. As they come off turn 2 down the back straightaway, the pace truck has pulled off. As they work their way through turn number 3, the 115 of Caleb Todd's going to hit that loud pedal here anytime. As he's hitting that loud pedal and getting us underway here once again, as he's leading us in turn number 1, Philip Neese is going to get a better restart here in that 38 machine. He's going to try to work that bottom side, working off turn 2, and we're going to be 3 wide here going into turn number 3 with the 10, the 22, and the 30. As this is a battle for third as they come off to turn number 4 and give the third position to the 10 of Blaine Shepard. He's working the outside lane. The 22 of Chance Slay is going to work that bottom side as they come down the back straightaway. The 10 of Blaine Shepard, he's going to look down low, going into turn number 3. Throw a slide job there on the 38. That's fourth position number 2. Here comes the 22 of Chance Slay. He's going to look down low, and he's going to try to get that third position away from Phillip, as the 7 of Evan Hinkle's going to work the outside here, going into turn number 3. They're going to be side by side. This is for the battle for third between the 38 and the 7 as they work their way off turn 4 down the front straightaway into turn number 1. The 38 of Phillip Neese working that bottom side. The 7 of Evan Hinkle's working the outside. Give the slight advantage to the 7 of Evan Hinkle as he's looking down low into turn number 3. Going to slide up there and show the nose to the 10 of Blaine Shepard as he's going to be right there with him. A little bit of contact with the outside walls. That's going to allow the 38 of Phillip Neese to close in the door just a little bit as they go into turn number 3 here. And coming off 4, give it your second position still to Blaine Shepard, as Caleb Todd is still in the lead in the 115. Blaine Shepard sitting in second, Evan Hinkle's in third, Phillip Neese is in fourth, and Mitchell Farmer rounds out your top 5 as Mitchell's looking to do a crossover here, going down the front straightaway into turn number 1. He's going to throw a slide job on Phillip Neese. This is your battle for fourth. That's a 23 of Dalton Brown. He's going to capitalize on those two, battling it out. He's going to throw a 2-for-1 special slide job there, and we got contact there between the 19, the 23, and the 38. That's going to look like the caution is going to come out for those two drivers here momentarily, as that was just good hard racing. Looked like as we see the last end of that there. But we see what happened there. And we watched that live too, but kind of slow it down as best I can get for what I've seen. And that's going to change up a lot of your top 5 here. As this is 115 of Caleb Todd still in the lead. The 10 of Blaine Shepard is going to be in second. The 7 of Evan Hinkle is going to be in third. And fourth is going to go to Mitchell Farmer in the 19 machine. The 30 of Justin Benefield is going to round out your top 5. Chance Slay in the 22s in 6th. Jay Slayer in the 1 machines in 7th. Zach King will be 8th. Cody McDonald is in 9th. And rounding out the field, or rounding out your top 10 is going to be Alan McDonald. As we receive the rolled up green flag, we are going to go back underway next time around as Caleb and Blaine lead the field down the back straightaway. And Caleb's hitting that loud pedal and get us back underway for your 57 laps here tonight, as we have 23 of them completed. The 7 machine of Evan Hinkle is going to get that bottom side working on that restart, as the 10 is going to try to get the outside going. Here comes Justin Benefield. He's trying to work that bottom as they go down in turn number 3. Mitchell Farmer, he's going to fall back to the 4th position. Or 5th position. We have a side-by-side battle for the lead between the 115 and the 10, as Caleb Todd is working in that 115 machine. Blaine Shepard's going to work the bottom side going in turn number 3. He's looking to throw a slide job on the 115 car here in 3 and 4. And as we come off turn 4, we have a new leader going to Blaine Shepard. But here comes Caleb Todd. He's looking to throw a slide job here on Blaine Shepard as Blaine blinks out just a little bit. And Blaine did a crossover going in turn number 3. Evan Hinkle's going to throw a slide job on Caleb Todd. He's going to move up into that second spot as the 10 of Blaine Shepard still in the lead, followed by Evan Hinkle in the 7 machine. And he's going to throw a slide job and did not clear it. That's going to allow the 115 of Caleb Todd to work that outside and get back around. Caleb is looking down low going into turn number 3 here. As they come off turn 4 side by side, we do have a caution flag coming out. Blaine Shepard is going to be in the lead with Caleb Todd in second, and Evan Hinkle in that 7 machine is going to be in third. as we go take a look at Brady Lear in that 68 machine. You see there's a little bit of contact there in front of him between the 23 and the 7. The 109 gets in the back of the 7 machine. The 69 gets a little bit sideways, and the 109 goes in there and taps him on the left rear. And gets into that Ute tire, and that's what brought out the caution. It's going to be Blaine Shepard in the 10 machine, still leading the field now with Evan Hinkle in the 7, sitting in the 2nd. Caleb Todd has moved back to the 3rd position with Justin Biddlefield in 4th. And rounding out your top 5 is going to go to Mitchell Farmer. As we just received another rolled up green flag, we should be underway next time around, led by Blaine Shepard and Evan Hinkle as they are on the front row here, working down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Drew Hopkins, he's moved up to the 8th position so far. 8th or 9th position as everyone's bouncing back and forth on the scoreboard. Again, he had to start in that 23rd position here tonight. As we're waiting for Blaine Shepard to hit that loud pedal, get us back underway here. Blaine's going to hit that loud pedal as he's coming off turn 4 and get a good jump here, followed by the 115 of Caleb Todd. He's going to get that bottom side working through 1 and 2 on this restart. He's going to get a good jump here coming off turn 2 as he's going to take his lead back as he's going into turn number 3. Look for a slide job here on the 10 machine. The 10 and Blaine Shepard's going to cross him back over, but the 115 gives it to the 10 machine at the line. Blaine Shepard, he's going to be in the lead. Here comes the 115 looking on the outside. We're going to be 3 wide there momentarily as they come off turn 2. Now we're going to be side by side for position number 1 and position number 3 as Blaine Shepard just threw a slide job and right across the nose of Caleb Todd. And that's going to put him in the wall there with that slide job. We'll go back and try to take a look at that one. If I can find it there. As we go along here, we see the 10 machine throw a slide job on the 115. The 115 comes up there, hits the outside wall as well. Looks like it's kind of a neck code as that slide job did look like it cleared him. So Caleb Todd's back in the lead with Evan Hinkle in that 7 machine. Is going to be in 2nd. The 30 of Justin Benefield is going to be in 3rd with the 18 of Jason Lear on his outside. Drew Hawkins in the 157 has moved up there to the top 5 with Cody McDonald on his outside in that 28 machine and 6th. As they work their way off turn 4, getting the rolled up green flag, we're going to go back underway next time around. As we have already hit, we are not going green. Race control does not like what they see. Excuse me there. And as we did forget to mention, the halfway sponsor at the halfway point, again, that's going to be Big Al's Guns for your halfway point leader there for your sponsorship tonight. And thanks for liking the stream once again. Everyone jumping in here and liking the stream, sharing the stream, and for the support of Right Rear Racing, and also your Battle of the Bluegrass presented by Claycom. As I believe Race Control is happy with the lineup now. And we're still not ready to go yet, as we're waiting on drivers in the pits. Evan Hinkle in the 115 is going to be leading the field, followed by the 7. Okay. Caleb Todd in the 115 is going to be leading the field. The 7 of Evan Hinkle is going to be on the outside. The 30 of Justin Benefield is going to be in 3rd, followed by I don't know. It says over here that Drew Hopkins is in 4th, but there he goes. 18 of Jace Lear is going to be in 4th. Drew Hopkins in the 157 is going to be in 5th. Cody McDonald in that 6 machine, or 28 machine, I should say, he's going to be in 6th, and Race Control is happy with what they see now, so we're going to go back underway next time around. As they work their way down the back straightaway, the 115 and the 7 are side by side, going in turn number 3, getting ready to go back underway with the green flag action. And the 115 of Caleb Todd is going to hit that loud pedal and get us back underway. He's going to get a good jump here with Justin Benefield working that bottom side. He's trying to hold on to the 3rd position. We do have 157 of Drew Hopkins working even lower as he's moved up to that 3rd spot. He's going to go into turn number 3. He's the one to watch out for, as he's won the last 2 weeks of this series. As we go down in the front straightaway into turn number 1, give it to 115 of Caleb Todd, followed by the 7 of Evan Hinkle. The 157 is working that bottom side, getting a good run down the back straightaway, reeling in the 7 machine. Justin Benefield is going to be right there on the bumper, or try to reel him in as well in that 157 with Cody McDonald in the 28 machine. Rounding out your top 5, Jace Lear in the 6 machines, or in the 18 machine is going to be in 6th. The 22 of Chance Slay is in 7th. As we go back up to the front of your field here, thought the door is closing just a little bit more, as I've seen a battle between a few cars. They're running side by side. That's going to be the 22 and the 18. That's going to be battle for 6 on the screen as they work their way down the back straightaway into turn number 3. The 22 of Chance Slay is going to work the bottom side. The 18 of Jace Lear is going to work the high side. Again, this is battle for 6 on the screen here. And Cody McDonald's trying to look down low of Justin Benefield and give him a slide job as they work their way through 3 and 4. Give your 4th position to Cody McDonald. Justin Benefield is going to be right there trying to close in the gap. He has some damage on his right front as they work their way down the front straight, or back straightaway, going in turn number 3. The 28 of Cody McDonald's trying to hold off the 30 machine. And we do have another caution flag flying here tonight. And it looks like it's going to be Mr. Cash hitting the outside wall. So for your top 3 now is going to be Caleb Todd in the 115, followed by Evan Hinkle in that 7 machine with the 157 of Drew Hopkins in 3rd. We see Justin Benefield making his way into the pits, trying to get his quick repair done to come tag the back of the field and bring it back up to the front of the field here with 20 laps remaining in your event tonight. That's going to bring the 28 machine of Cody McDonald into the 4th position. The 18, and we are going to go green next time around here. As 115 of Caleb Todd is working his way down the back straightaway with Evan Hinkle on his outside. And it's Cody, Caleb, Evan, Drew, Cody, and Chance for your top 5 here. Everything's right on the screen. As 115 of Caleb Todd is going to get us back underway. The 7 machines of Evan Hinkle is going to get a good restart right by him as they work their way through 1 and 2. The 115 is working the bottom side. He's going to slide up on the exit. That's going to allow the 157 of Drew Hopkins to work the bottom side. He's going to go and turn 3 on the bottom, try to slide up just a little bit, give room to the 115 as they work their way through 3 and 4. They'll give it to the 115 of Caleb Todd as he's getting momentum on the outside lane. Here comes Drew once again working that bottom side as he's working his way off turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Moving into that second position over the 7 of Evan Hinkle as they work their way off turn number 4 once again. Give it to the 115 of Caleb Todd, followed by Drew Hopkins and Evan Hinkle. Here comes Evan working his way through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. The 28 of Cody McDonald is going to be in 4th. Chance Slay and the 22 machine is going to round out your top 5. Caleb Todd is still in the lead here for your closing laps of your 57 lap event here tonight. As we go through the field here, we're going to look for some battles of side-by-side action. The 18 of Jay Sleer is trying to reel in Chance Slay to get into that top 5 here tonight. Again, we will hear from your top 3 finishers after the race. And we are going to have another caution here tonight. As we go take a look at it, I think it's with Matthew Terry. We have a little bit of contact right there in front of Matthew Terry. You see the 47 and the 83 get into it just a little bit. Here comes the 14 trying to come down to avoid the damage and hits Matthew Terry in that 27 machine in the right rear, spins him out, and that's what's going to bring out the caution flag. As everyone stopped waiting for the pace truck, the 115 of Caleb Todd is going to be in the lead. 157 Drew Hopkins in 2nd. Evan Hinkle in the 7 machine is going to be 3rd. In 4th, give it to Cody McDonald. As we're going to go green flag racing next time around. And thank you for the follow there, Paul. As 115 of Caleb Todd leads us in turn number 3. The 7 machine of Evan Hinkle's going to be right there on the bumper. We're underway once again for your Tar Heel 57 as the 115 of Caleb Todd is going to get a good jump. Evan Hinkle's going to work that bottom side. He's trying to get a good run off of turn 2. We're going to have a caution flag come out. And here we go on the restart. We're going to follow along with Justin Benefield in that 30 machine. Coming off 4, hitting the slick spot there. And it looks like 17 comes up there and pinches him into the wall. And that's what's brought out the caution. And the field didn't change for your top 3 as it's still Caleb Todd, Drew Hopkins, and Evan Hinkle. And Cody McDonald is going to be in 4th. Jay Sleer is going to round out your top 5. Chance Slay is going to be in 6th, followed by Mitchell Farmer, Darren Literal, Alan McDonald, Zach King, and Bobby Mattingly, followed by Nolan Bryant, Mr. Cash, and Brady Lear. And the field just received the rolled up green flag as the 115 of Caleb Todd and the 157 of Drew Hopkins are going to be leading the field off of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Getting ready to go back underway here. And Caleb's going to hit that lob pedal and get us back underway. Getting a good jump here, going down the front straightaway. The 157 is going to be right there. The 28 of Cody McDonald's trying to get that bottom side going as they go into turn number 1. Coming off turn 2, the 28 of Cody McDonald's going to get a good run. We're going to be side by side for your position number 3 with the 7 of Evan Hinkle working the outside. Cody McDonald working the bottom side. Coming off turn 4, still giving it to the 7 of Evan. As they go into turn 1, the 28 of Cody McDonald is going to work the outside as well. Caleb Todd is still in the lead, followed by Drew Hopkins in second, Evans in third. Cody McDonald's going to be in fourth, and rounding out your top 5 is going to be the 18 of Jason Lear. As you see some sparks flying as everyone's kind of tapping the outside wall just a little bit. Chance Slay is trying to hold off Mitchell Farmer, and that's going to be for your 6th position here. As you see, the 22 is working the outside lane. The 19 is working just about a groove lower as they come down the front straightaway. Going in turn number 1, still give it to the 22 of Chance Lay. Lay is going to bobble there, coming off 2, and that's going to cost the 19 as he's right there on the bumper. We're going to go back up to the front of the field as I believe the gap is closing. The 115 of Caleb Todd is trying to hold off Drew Hopkins as we are now 10 laps remaining here in your main event. As the 115 is working the outside lane, the 157 is going to be right there as well. The 115 is going to go down and try to protect that slider lane in 3 and 4. As they come off turn 4, still give it to the 115 of Caleb Todd going in turn number 1, scraping the outside wall. That's going to scrub a little momentum. Here comes the 157 on the outside. And coming off turn number 4, we do have 8 laps remaining here tonight. And the 157 is getting a better run here. Coming off turn number 2, that's going to be your battle for your lead here momentarily. As they go into turn number 3, running almost identical lines here. Coming off turn number 4, still give it to the 115. He's still trying to hold off Drew. Drew's going to look down low. Going in turn number 1, he's going to throw a slide job. The 115 is going to hit the outside wall. He's going to do a crossover. Coming off turn 2, down the back straightaway. We're going to be side by side. We have lap traffic that are going to play a factor here momentarily as the 115 of Caleb Todd is holding on to the lead, trying to hold off 157 of Drew Hopkins. Drew's looking down low, trying to throw a slide job. We do have lap traffic in front of your leaders. Coming off turn number 2, the 115 is going to be looking to come down low under the lap traffic and maintain his lead over Drew in that 157. As we hit the line, we do have 5 laps remaining here tonight. The 115 is going to maintain the lead. We do got the 24 of the lap traffic trying to get to the bottom, and we do have a caution flag. Ooh, that's going to hurt Caleb Todd. Let's see if Caleb got any damage there. He looks like he has a little bit right door damage. That's about it. Hopefully nothing happened to his wheels as he got into the lap traffic there under caution. As we go take a look at the 17 of Zach Jordan. And kind of got into it there with the 11 machine. Hits the outside wall going on turn 1, flips her over, and then lands back on his, tumbles even more, but lands back on his wheels here. And that's what brought out the caution here. And you'll see your leader right there collects them. And hopefully that does not hurt the leader coming into your last 5 laps here tonight. Caleb Todd's going to be leading the field in that 115 with the 157 of Drew Hopkins. In second, Evan Hinkle, and that 7 machine is going to be in third. The 28 of Cody McDonald is going to be in fourth, followed by the 18 of Jay Sleer, Chance Lay, that 22 machine. Mitchell Farmer in the 19 machine, the 47 of Alan McDonald. Bobby Madeley in the 20 machine, followed by the 68 of Darren Literal. As we just received the rolled up green flag, we are going to go back underway next time around. Again, we do have 5 laps remaining here tonight. And thank you, Brittany, for giving the follow. And Heather as well, as I missed Heather about 10 minutes ago. And Caleb Todd's going to try to get a good run as we are going to be single file as we are under 10 10 laps. The 115 is going to hit that gas pedal and get us back underway for week number 3 action here at the Tar Heel 57, presented by Claycom. Going to turn number 1, the 115 is going to be working the outside lane. The Drew Hopkins is going to be right there in that 157. Evan Hinkle is going to be in third still. Cody McDonald in fourth, looking, and he has Chancellor looking down low, trying to get into that fourth position. Still give it to Caleb Todd in the lead, as I don't think that damage has any factor with him right now. Working our way down the back straightaway into turn number 3 is still going to be the 115, trying to hold off the 157 as they come off turn 4. The 157 is looking a little bit lower. Going into turn number 1, he's looking to throw a slide job here. Going into turn number 1, he's going to be right there at his door. Did not clear him. He's going to be side by side coming off turn 2 down the back straightaway as they go into turn number 3. The 157 is going to throw a slide job here. The 115 is looking to do a crossover as they come off turn 4. They're going to be side by side and at the line. Give it to Drew Hopkins as we are on our last lap as the white flag has been flown. Drew's going to work the outside. The 115 is going to work the bottom side, working our way down the back straightaway for the last time here for week number 3. The 157 of Drew is going to maintain that outside lane. The 115 is going to work the bottom, and Drew Hopkins in the 157 is going to take the win here tonight for week number 3, followed by the 115 of Caleb Todd and the 7 of Evan Hinkle. Will round out your top 3. We will hear from those 3 drivers here momentarily. And once again, Drew did have to go to the back of the field and work his way back up to the front. As he does a few victory laps here. Wait until everyone gets lined up here, and I'll give you the rest of your results. Cody McDonald's going to be in 4th, and rounding out your top 5 goes to Chance Lay. Jay Sleer is going to be 6th, Mitchell Farmer in 7th, Bobby Madley in 8th, Matthew Terry in 9th, and Alan McDonald rounds out the top 10. Darren in the 11th, Zach King in the 12th position, Nolan Bryant in 13th. 14th goes to Mr. Cash, and 15th goes to Brady Lear. Josh Davis 16th, Justin Benefield in 17th, Zach Jordan in 18th. And 19th goes to Dawson Chambers, 20th goes to Blaine Shepard, 21st to Tyler Parsons, Dalton Brown in 22nd, and rounding off the field tonight is going to go to Philip Neese in the 38. Again, we're going to hear from your top 3 here momentarily. Just bear with me as I try to find them, make sure that they're ready to go. Then we're going to hear from Evan in the 7 machine first as he finished in 3rd. And bear with me 1 second, I was not ready for the interviews apparently. And we're going to hear from Evan first. And Evan, do you got a copy? Evan, do you got a copy?
Yeah.
Man, that was a battle there. You're right there with Caleb for the majority of the race, and then out of nowhere, the 157 works that bottom side and gets around you. Late in the race, what was your strategy? Thinking about your tires and trying to get that run to be up there and come home with the 3rd position.
Drew's just good. Ain't no doubt about it. He's come for the rear to win. That's very hard to do, but Drew about the best I've ever seen. But tire-wise, 57 laps, I figured I could about go. Me and Caleb. Well, Caleb got a heck of a start of the race there and went to the lead, and I just tried to follow him on that bottom, and so I was hoping that saved some tires a little bit, and then I finally just knew I had to jump to that top, and that one restart, I come up through there and made some passes to get to, I think it was 2nd, and once I got to 2nd, just tried to hold it there and try to make a move on Caleb, but never got to that, and then Drew passed us, and I was just fine with 3rd after the past couple weeks of what's happened and bad luck I've had and all that good stuff.
Well, good thing, or glad that your luck's kind of changed around here. You're on the podium tonight, and you brought up restarts. Some restarts, your timing on the restarts were actually on point. You're on whenever Caleb was, whenever you're on the outside there, and going side by side, going into one. What played a factor with that one?
Well, I'll tell you, it's iRacing is not like real life. So, like, especially if you don't have other monitors or you ain't racing in VR. See, I only race on one screen. So, to be honest with you, you got to look left and right with a button, and it's very hard to look left and keep going straight so you're not running over the wall or hitting the person on your inside. So I figured out he changed his spot every time like you're supposed to do. That's experience racing at its finest, but just I was hoping he's going to fire there, and if I didn't, I was going to have to let off, and I was probably just going to get passed anyways on the inside. So I was like, this is my only chance because I knew I was going to the top and 1 and 2. If I beat him there, I should have beat him out, and then it could have been a little slider fest and seen what would have come out of that.
And you hit it on the point there with the looking left and right, trying to drive straight. That's kind of hard to do there.
Yeah, very very difficult.
Yes, sir. And once again, congratulations on finishing third here tonight for week number 3. Do you have any friends, family, or sponsors you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, Soller's Classic Cars, Smith's Gutters and Siding, Smith Sealing, Hinkle Insurance, heck, let me think here, Mills Garbage, see who else. Marler Trailer Sales, trying to think who else on there. Probably forgetting somebody. But I'd like to thank Mom, Dad, Lord and Savior, letting us do this all the time and have fun and play with our buddies and do it in real life and have a good time. That's about it.
Yes, sir. Couldn't do it without the sponsors. And once again, congratulations on your podium finish here tonight. Hopefully next week we hear from you again on the podium.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You have a good night. And there you have it, your third place finisher of Evan Hinkle in that 7 machine. We're going to hear from the 115 of Caleb Todd. And Caleb, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Man, that was a heck of a race that you put on tonight, leading the majority of this race with the 57 laps, and then here comes Drew in the 157 throwing slide drives, and y'all were throwing them back and forth. Late in the race, we had lap traffic coming in play. Knowing that y'all were having the slide fest between you and Drew, what was your strategy coming up to the lap traffic there?
It's trying to. Well, lap traffic was kind of hard to get through, and I knew Drew's right there on me. I was just trying to keep him behind me. I know he's pretty good here. Had a pretty good lead on him on point, and then car about 10 car lengths, half straightaway in front of me flipped and came down the whole racetrack, and I got into him, and yeah.
And whenever you make contact there, I see the damage that I see, or your door damage, but did it affect the handling of the driving or the car there for the last 5 laps?
Yeah, a little bit. My right front felt pretty off there. Yeah, I was holding it about 20 degrees to the left under caution.
Oh,
I
wow.
go through the turn. Yeah.
But still can't be upset with coming home with second with this group of guys. All of y'all are pretty fast, so coming home second is actually still a good feat in itself.
Yeah. Especially against Dre, he's pretty good.
Yes, sir.
All these cars.
Yes, sir. And do you have any friends, family, or sponsors you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I got to thank my parents for letting me to run this series. Drew and Evan for putting this race up in this whole series, and yeah, everyone that helps out.
And once again, congratulations on finishing second here tonight. And next week we hope to hear from you again on the podium.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, sir. You have a good night.
You too.
And there you have it, Caleb Todd, who finished second in that 115. We're about to hear from Drew, who came from the back of the field all the way to the front and to win this race here tonight. And Drew, do you got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Man, that was a feat in itself, just coming from the back of the field back to the front to win this thing. And looks like you don't have a scratch on your car. You're pretty patient, I believe, coming through the field. What was the game plan coming from the back to the front here?
I just try to stay clean. I don't know how I didn't have a scratch. I hit somebody there on my right side one of those times. I kind of came down to the track, and I kind of thought I'd be done, but luckily it didn't get the right front. And I hate that for Caleb, dude. I was hoping he'd kind of win, but I want to win at the same time. And I know he got some damage from that lap car coming back down the track right there. It was a bad sequence. I kind of didn't even see him, so I just went high and I got lucky. Usually, sometimes they come up the track and get into you. It was a bad ordeal. I hate that for Caleb, but just glad to get the win here tonight.
And I don't know how you missed it, but with that car that got into Caleb, ended up flipping and coming back down on the track, and that's where the car landed. And almost, if it was been 2 seconds later, you would have been clipping him and flipping him even more.
Yeah, that's what I kind of was thinking. Like you said, I didn't really see it from where I'm looking in the car. I never even seen it till he was coming back down the track like that. And last thing, I just went up, and luckily I went up. But Caleb's a good kid. He's got a win coming soon, though. Lee, I'll have to start. I don't even know where we're at next week, but the track's a lot easier to come up to the front. You can kind of run. I made the bottom work, I think, better than anybody, especially 1 and 2. I was able to go down there, then down the back stretch, past 3 or 4 cars at a time. But other tracks, I'll have to look where we're at next week. But I say it won't be as easy coming from the tail next week.
And you're gonna have to come from the tail again next week, so hopefully you can make it work and back up here on the podium.
Yeah, we're gonna try to just have good runs. We got the one drop, so I'm going for the checkered flag. I don't care if I wreck out. We're gonna try to win them all, and if we can, hopefully Evan, one of my teammates, we had DHR top 3, Caleb, and Evan. I know Nolan. He was fast tonight. He ran good in his heat race. Jace, Blaine. Blaine was running up front for a while too, and Josh. We have a good group of guys, and hopefully we can all have some good runs here to finish out the next 5 weeks.
Yes, sir. And not only were you the winner of your of the DHR Media $57 here tonight, also the Todd Still Buildings Hard Charger. Congratulations on that from coming back from the back of the field to the win.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't even know I got hard charger because it has to go off the original starting spot. And
well, I'm going off.
I don't know if that. I know I start my original start.
As I'm looking at it right now, you moved up 10 spots, and Cody McDonald, who finished 4th, got 12.
Yeah.
So sorry about that. I thought it was from you being in the back.
No. Yeah, you're good. No, we had the rule was it comes from the original starting line. But just a shout out to Todd Still Buildings for putting on for that, and One Source Exterior Group for the heat race sponsor. Big Al Guns, I think he is halfway leader, and then Clay Com, they're the title sponsor. I hope I'm not forgetting any of them. Just thank all of them for coming on board for the league and letting us guys race for a little bit of cash.
Yes, sir. And do you have any sponsors or family or friends that you'd like to give a shout out to yourself?
Yeah, first and foremost, just my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. We wouldn't be able to come out here and have a little fun on a Sunday night without him. And just Majula Say Speed Shop. They've been with me for a while. Keltner Contracting and DHR Media is my business I started this year, where I do social media pages. So if any real world racers are out there and want a media page for the upcoming season, just get with me and we can work out a deal. And just thank you for broadcasting.
Yes, sir. And honestly, I didn't know if I was going to make it tonight because I was an hour behind for when we were supposed to start for this.
Nah, you're good, man.
But congratulations once again on your third win of the series, third 3-3. So hopefully next week we will catch you back on the podium, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a good night.
You too.
And there you have it, your winner, Drew Hopkins, in the 157. That's going to conclude tonight's events. Again, give a quick shout out to your title sponsor of the Battle of the Bluegrass. That goes to Claycom for our heat races. They were presented by One Source Exterior, your hard charger, who goes to the 4th place finisher of Cody McDonald. That is your Todd Steele Buildings Hard Charger Award. Big Al's Guns was your halfway leader, which I believe went to Caleb Todd, and then DHR Media was putting up the $57 as that goes to Drew Hopkins in the 157 for winning tonight's race. Thank you for joining in and hitting that follow button, hitting the likes. It's been great doing this tonight, and we will go live once again here on Right Rear Racing on Friday night for the Two Fat Guys Sim Racing Promotions Sport Compact Series, and then we're going to be back here again next week on Sunday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I won't forget it, this time we're going to be live. We're ready to go. Everyone have a good week, and we will catch you next weekend. Have a good night.
Checkered flag flying, it's the end of the show. From dirt to the blacktop, we let it all go. Burning rubber, slamming gears, making hearts race. If you miss the heat, catch the highlight, press play. Right rear racing, lights out, that's a wrap. From the front straight to the back, we attacked every lap. Don't blink, don't sleep, we'll be back in your feed with the throttle wide open and a need for speed. Saw the drama, the thrill, the slide jobs and spins. Legends born in the booth and on tracks we win. Facebook, YouTube, hit subscribe and stay loud. We ain't slowing down, just saving it for the next round. Broadcast signed off, but the fire still burns. Catch us next time, where the story continues at full send. Joe, right rear racing, we out, hold tight, see you next